What's wrong with the current education system? Today, I'm going to discuss why the current education system is actually failing a lot of people and why people are moving to alternative methods of learning to get to where they want to go in life. My name is Blaze Sion, and I help young men break bad habits, build confidence, and develop self-esteem. Let's get right into it. So look, for a while now, I've felt like traditional education just isn't right for me, okay? Now, I'm not bashing the whole university system, but I believe that university is just not right for some people. Look, if you want to get into a career where a university education is required, then yeah, you have to go. If you want to be a lawyer or a doctor, and really, if you want to get into, the financial field, like, enter finance and then work your way up, start a hedge fund and all that stuff, or become the CEO of a hedge fund, whatever it may be, that's also going to require a traditional education in most cases. But if you're not trying to do those kind of jobs, if you're not trying to be, in those fields, if you're trying to be an entrepreneur, or if you don't really know what you want, I don't think you should go to school. I think that we have such an abundance of information right now on YouTube. I call YouTube my university, right? School's not going to teach me how to run Facebook ads. School's not going to teach me how to do the things that I know are necessary for me to be successful in business. And that's the problem. School is just not cut for certain people. It's not right for certain people. And you need to assess your situation. Are you in a current situation where school might not be the best option? And, it's never too late to make a decision to switch, right? If you want to build a business, wouldn't your time be better suited to building a business than being in school, learning from people who have never built a business themselves? Or getting into sales, learning a great skill that can transfer into any area of your life that will keep you making money forever, right? Once you become excellent at sales, you're not going to have a problem with money for the rest of your life. And once you learn the skill of sales, you can start a business as well. This is where my mindset at, and this is where a lot of other people who I know, who I look up to, their mindset was at. And they made a decision early on that traditional education just wasn't going to cut it. And, I'm at that point right now. I'm 20, building a business, and, I just don't think that school is right for me. And that doesn't mean that I'm not going to continue to go. It just means that I'm really making an assessment right now. And I got a few months to decide whether or not it is the course of action that I want to go down. And if you don't want to go to school, fine. Don't care what other people think. You might have grown up in a very traditional family where, they expect you to go to school and get a job and, just live a safe life, right? Because statistically, people who go to college, they make more money. They have more of a safe, solid foundation to work off of. But it's just not for everyone. There are people who dropped out of high school and are millionaires, multimillionaires right now. And there are people who went through the highest levels of education and who are struggling right now, okay? So your education is not going to determine where you go in life. It's the type of knowledge that you learn, the kind of expertise that you build, which is going to determine how successful you become in life. Don't get me wrong. You can become the greatest lawyer ever if you grind, go to the best school, put in the work, and, go all in on that. That's a path. Also with a doctor, you can become, the greatest neurosurgeon in the world, or, the top plastic surgeon in the country. That's also a path to go down, developing expertise in that field. But that doesn't apply for other professions, right? Like, you don't need to go to college to become a salesman or to build a business. It's just not necessary, okay? So the traditional education system is failing those who don't actually need it, who don't actually need college, right? I think that universities are actually one of the best businesses in this country, right? A lot of people don't think about universities as a business, but I look at it through that lens, right? It is insane. It is literally like that you're dropping $200,000 over a 4-year degree if you go to some of the top schools, easily more than 200K, plus housing and all this stuff, way more than that. And it's like they think of it, it's like a no-brainer. It's like, okay, yeah, let's pick your classes for next year. Let's pick your classes for next year, the year before. Or it's like implied that you're going to do the whole thing, right? That's why you go to university. It's implied. So it's like, oh yeah, it's a no-brainer. I'm going to go all 4 years. Really? That's one of the greatest businesses in the country. They lock you in. You're locked in, and it's very high ticket. That's high ticket selling right there. And they don't have to do anything. They don't have to have all these sales reps on the phone. They have you applying, and they just accept you, and it's like, all right, once you're accepted, boom, payment. There's no friction. There's no friction. Look, for a lot of people, there is friction. They can't afford to go to the greatest universities, but for people who have money, there really is no friction. People don't even think about it. They just drop a few $100,000 like it's nothing. Unbelievable to me. Really start thinking about whether or not the traditional education system is for you. Do you need to go to university? Is the career that you want to, the path you want to go down, is a university degree required? Then go for it. If it's not required, don't go for it. Right out of high school, you can start developing really important skills like selling. I'm talking about business owners right now. I know there's a lot of people who want to start a business watching this channel. You need to start developing the skills that will make you an excellent business owner. You got to learn sales. You got to learn, how to deliver the service, right? You got to learn everything about business, customer success, marketing, all areas of business. But I would say focus on one first. And the number one that most people should focus on is sales. So many great salesmen become great entrepreneurs because they know how to sell the product. They know how to, show the vision. They have passion, enthusiasm, and they know how to close. And once you have those skills, man, that you're unstoppable. Those skills will be carried on with you for the rest of your life. You'll be good. So, yeah, the point of this video was to just show you a different perspective, to help you come to the right decision, to start thinking about this more deeply, to not just go into university thinking like, oh, it's implied, like, of course I'm going to go to university. Really? Why? Is what you want to do with your life, is university required to do what you want to do with your life? If it's not, put some thought into it, man. It's a big investment. It's a big investment. People carry on debt for the rest of their lives when they didn't even need to. When you could have just become a salesman at 18 right out of college and, gotten insane at a skill where it has no income cap. There's no income cap on a commission sales gig. Like, it's all about how good you are. And you can work the same amount of hours as you would a regular job. You'll probably be working more, but you'll be making a whole lot more money. And that's the kind of breakdown you want to have. Like, do I want to go into $200,000 in debt and then work at a $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 a year job at a school and, just be in debt for the rest of my life and, just live an average, ordinary, regular existence? Then, that's fine. But I don't think most of you want to go down that path. I'm not a big fan of the traditional education system. I don't care what anyone says. I think that most of the successful people that I know who are my age, they didn't rely on the traditional education system. They went out and sought knowledge. Go to YouTube. YouTube is a university. That's my university. I learned so much on it. You can learn any skill. You can learn any skill, any income generating skill you want to learn is on YouTube. You don't even need to buy courses. Courses are great because they package the information and they make it very, like a process. But if you know the right information to find, go on YouTube. It's all for free. It's all for free, man. Like, we've never lived in a world that has more information than we do now. It's at your fingertips. It's just whether or not you want to focus and take responsibility for yourself and decide that you're not going to go down the traditional path. You're going to do something great with your life. And I hope you do. So I want to thank you for watching today's video. If you want to learn more about me, click the link in the description. You can check out my businesses, and you can also check out my Instagram as well. I'm really grateful for you being here, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.